So I've just walked off my putt and I've got 44 feet here. Why is that important? Maybe it's not. Some people like to be able to practice putting and know exactly how long each putt is. I tend to work on distance control a different way, and I'm going to show you in a minute how I work on my distance control. Putting distance control to me is the most important part of putting. To me, if you can get the speed correct, then you're probably going to be able to get the line correct after that. So the number one most important thing when I'm hitting a putt is getting it the right speed. And the number one reason why most people three putt is because they don't hit it the correct speed. So I'm going to show you a game to play here in a minute down on the putting green that you can do with some tees to help work on that. Because this part, a lot of it is feel, and a lot of it is, can you replicate back and through? That is, can you take it back and through the same distance on both sides? I think that's very important. No taking it back short and through far, or far and short. A consistent distance back and through. So I'm going to hit this putt. I've always been a decent putter, and I've always been pretty good at this part of it. So for me, if I can hit it the right speed, I'm probably going to be somewhere where I've got a relatively easy putt for my second putt. I haven't seen a whole lot of people misjudge the line by 10 feet, but I've certainly seen people miss short or long by 15, 20 feet, or even more than that at times. So I've got about 3 feet left, which I'm pretty sure I can make that putt most of the time. Before I hit longer putts or any putt, I'm taking these practice strokes while I'm looking at the hole, because I want to be able to see how far I need to hit this putt. And I think it really helps with depth perception to be able to look at your target and make these strokes while you're looking at your target. I don't get a whole lot out of looking at the ground and taking practice strokes. So incorporate that into your pre-putt routine, and I think you'll be a better putter. So here I've got set up the ladder game, which is really good for working on distance control with putting. I've got tees set up about 3 feet apart, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 feet. You can go as long as you want. And the whole purpose is to make your ball stop between the rung of the ladder. So you could pretty much use your putter as a good measuring stick. Most putters are around 34, 35 inches, so just about that would be 3 feet. So I've got the other tee here at the start where I'm going to putt each ball from. So again, this is for distance control. So if it stops between the two tees, then you get to go to the next rung of the ladder. So I'm not so concerned with distance left or right. I mean, I'd like you to try and putt it straight. So I'm on the third one now. And you just keep going all the way up until you get all of them consecutively. You can make yourself start over when you miss. Maybe if you're just starting out, maybe you want to just, if you miss and you're on the third rung, maybe you continue from the third rung until you get all the way through. Really advanced players, what I have them do is putt to a number rung. Instead of going consecutively up the ladder, maybe you putt to the third rung and then the first and then the fifth. But this really is good for distance control, and I would highly recommend that you set it up down here on the putting green. It takes maybe 3 minutes to set up at the most. And all you need are some tees, your putter, and a ball. So you could actually chart this as well and see how well you do. It's really good to keep track of your progress and keep track of how you're doing with these games and drills that you're doing. So this is the ladder game, great for distance control.